Hello, I'm Cleopatra Wallace, and this video is all about the Astro World Festival that happened in Houston, Texas. Now, I did a reading on this earlier, but I didn't ask too many questions about the drugs and the security because, I don't know, I was just wanting to know more about who ideal it was. But this time I have a few more questions, and we're going to do a fly on the wall style reading to where I'm not necessarily focusing on one person. I'm more or less looking at the energy in the area, just like a fly on the wall would be. So spirit guides, holy angels, and ancestors, I would like to go back to Houston, Texas. I want to be at 1 NRG Parkway, zip code 77054, and it is November the 5th of 2021. All right. And I like to usually get 4 to get us started with. And like I was saying, we're doing the fly on the wall. All right. So spirit, as we are in Houston, Texas, and we're at 1 NRG Parkway, as you approach the building, you should start to see crowds of young adults, tens of thousands of them. All right, when too many come out, I usually take the top and the bottom. All right, and this is the bottom. And if they fall to the floor, I only take the ones that fall face down. All right, and we have more than enough to get us started here now. But back to what I was saying. As you approach the building at 1 NRG Parkway in Houston, Texas at 77054, you should begin to see crowds of young people. And it is November the 5th of 2021. We're in Houston, Texas. All right, so let's see what came out to begin with. So we have an Ace of Cups, and a 5 of Cups. And the only thing they're pointing out to me is this waterfall. See that? Waterfall. Doesn't look too unexpected, but I'm going to have a closer look at it. So I'm getting the energy like the rest of this water is still. Like there's not really any ripples or any waves, but yet there's a whole waterfall right there. So that's the point in this card. We have very still, calm waters with a waterfall. That's like a contradiction. All right. The next card is the 5 of Cups. And the 5 of Cups is usually about regret. But if you remember the Alice in Wonderland story, where sometimes she's small and sometimes she's big, what I'm looking at is how she's small here and she just barely can almost reach the table. Like if she had to get up there, it would be very hard to do. Like an impossible task. I don't know if this could be someone trying to open something. I'm going to clarify it though. All right. And next, the Moon card. But you see on this Moon card where this fork is sticking her? There were reports of people being stuck with hypodermic needles. And this is the moon card, so you can't see anything at, nighttime. There's also like a poke on her leg, poke on her arm, like somebody over here doing some side activity. And this is all under the cover of night. And look at that on the floor. Coming out of this canteen is blood. So we definitely got blood on the floor. Shoes. Empty cans. Like I said, somebody poking with a knife. Not a knife, but a fork. Alright, and you gotta remember we're a fly on the wall. So this is like an overhead view. We're looking down on the crowd. Alright, and we have the King of Swords, who is a very rigid person, in control. Something about this strap. Because this strap here that he's holding on, that's not the thing that's holding this bow and arrow on. This bow and arrow is being held up by this crossbody strap. This strap that he's holding on to right here, this goes to some type of backpack. You can't see it. You only know he has it because there is a because he's holding it. So we have a backpack, a lot of activity going on under the cover of night, almost being able to reach, and then a waterfall with still waters. All right, Spirit, well, thank you. We are definitely in the right place. But now, since we are a fly on the wall, as we are in NRG Park, that's located at 1 NRG Parkway, zip code 77054. There's a crowd of tens of thousands of young adults. As you start to go into the actual arena, into the building, can you see what the security is doing or what they are saying on their walkie-talkies? When you fly around by the security, what do you see? All right. Temperance. And temperance is all about mixing a little bit of this and a little bit of that. So as we look down at the security, it would appear they are mixing something up. These two. And then it's coming out the bottom. Now, I want to know if this is a narcotic of any kind. Spirit, as you look down on the security that's located at 1 NRG Parkway, we are at or around 8:05 p.m. As you look down at the security within the halls, and they're mixing something. Can you tell me? Oh. Can you tell me what this is they are mixing together? Oh, he's jumpy tonight. All right, not in there. We're looking here. Spirit, I'm inquiring about what was being mixed or measured by the security and staff at 1 NRG Parkway at or around 8:05 p.m. November the 5th of 2021. We're high above looking down at the staff and the security. They're mixing something. Can you tell me what it is? All right. It fell face up, so they know I don't take it, but I'm gonna still look at it though. This is a depressed time. It's like if you store something up and then it drops and falls, and you know you're upset. Or it could be whatever they was mixing up was gonna cause some depressed times. But like I said, it fell face up, so I still want to know what they were mixing. All right. Let's look in this one. Spirit, I'm within the zip code of 77054. It's November the 5th, 2021. It's at or around 8:05 p.m. I'm at the Astroworld Festival. Looking down on the crowd, the security and staff are mixing something. Can you tell me what it is? Ooh. Almost. Alright, not in there. This is a little tiny deck, but it has a lot of great images. Because now I really want to know what they're mixing, so this may take a minute. But I'm inquiring as to what was being mixed by the staff and security inside the Astroworld Festival. Can you tell me what was being mixed up at or around 8:05 p.m. We're at 1 NRG Parkway. I want to know what was being mixed up by the staff. Yeah. Alright. I usually don't use these, but that's a suggestion. I use these, but on my Instagram page. The Oracle cards. Fred, I am still inquiring as to what was being mixed up. Oop. There it is. They want what they want. Alright, let's see what's on here. Alright. Like I said, this is an Oracle card. It says, forget who you are. Like, I was thinking to myself, like some sort of drug that can cause delirium. On this card, it actually say, conditioning falls away. Memory no longer serves you. Memory no longer defines you. Excuse me. So yeah, there was something that they were mixing. It says forget who you are. Not only that, but they're pointing out in this deer's ear, how you can really see the vein in his ear right here. Let me turn the light down a little bit. Like, you can see some veins, you know, in older people when their skin gets thin. So whatever this was, it was conditioning falls away. And it seems like if they're pointing out this vein, like it was quickly into the bloodstream. Wow. All right. Spirit, thank you for the clarifying of that. Now, as we are flying around I want to leave the hallways, and now I would like to go backstage. Oh, snap. I just mix these two together. Anyhow. Alright, I want to fly around backstage now. Well, you should see a lot of security guards. And famous people, big energies. I believe Travis Scott should be back there and Drake as well. So you have a lot of big energies backstage right now. Let's move forward a little bit. It's no longer 8:05. Now it's 9:05. It's 9:05 p.m. We're at 1 NRG Parkway. Within the zip code of 77054. November the 5th of 2021. Going backstage now. As you hover over, can you see anyone hiding something or hiding their hands or talking in hushed tones? Do you see anything suspicious back there? Oh, nothing here. All right. Let's go to this one. Spirit, as you are flying over, we're backstage now. Do you see anything suspicious? Anybody hiding their hands or whispering? It's 9:05 p.m. now. We're at 1 NRG Parkway. It's the Astroworld Festival. Do you see anybody hiding their hands or whispering backstage? No? Alright. Even though I just... Alright, since I'm trying to get a possible identity or a person, I'm going to use the Mookie Tarot. Spirit, as I'm possibly looking for a culprit or a person, as you fly around backstage, do you see anybody hiding their hands or whispering? Ooh. I would think the answer to that question might be no. So it's not activity going around. I would like to go. Come from backstage now. Let's go on stage. Be careful. Don't get burnt, little fly. It's a lot of pyrotechnics going on. As you fly around on stage now. It's November the 11th, 2021. We're at 1 NRG Parkway. Then the zip code is 77054. As we are on stage now, it's 9:05 p.m. As you... this one. But it says you look into the crowd, what do you see? Finally. All right. She was here earlier. The Queen of Cups is back. Alright, and Empress is like a mother. So I guess if you're on stage and you look to the side or in front, there's like a mother figure. You can see her. And this right here. This card right here is the only thing I'm being made to look at is this, like this slope, like it's like a slide down a slope. Or a slope or coming down. It could mean that people were falling down. I want to ask more questions about this slope that you can see from the stage. Spirit, as we look from the stage out, the Two of Swords is here with a bit of a slope. What's the significance of this slope? And the Two of Swords is like a choice, but no. Spirit, what is it about this slope or this slide? Ooh. All right. Thank you. All right. So it came out with the Nine of Pentacles. And again with this woman, mother figure, this little creepy woman here. I think she might be the woman or the mischievous female spirit. She's definitely dead though. Her clothes are tattered. And it's dark. Smoke coming out. So if you're looking out from the stage and you see this figure who's dead and tattered, I'm going to ask more about this character. But before I do that, I want to ask, what was the actual number of people who died? Spirit, as right now, they're only saying 8 people died, but that doesn't add up to what the other accounts say. So the media is hiding the number of people who died. Can you tell me why they're hiding it and how many people actually did die, maybe? That came out fast. All right. This is the Four of Cups, but nope. Even though this is like the Cancer symbol here, when I first looked at it, it was this way. 69. It can be read as 69 or 96. But when I first looked at this card, 69. Wow, that's an incredible number of people that died at one event. $69. All right, now back to this mischievous lady spirit. Spirit, can you tell me more about this female spirit that's within this place? As you fly over, you can sense her energy in the crowd and in the building. Can you tell me more about this female spirit? She possibly orchestrating this. All right, nothing there. Friend, I'm wanting to know more about this female mischievous spirit. All right, this one came down. Again, the Queen of Water is the Queen of Cups. It's her again. In her. They're all the same woman. All of these women, this one, I believe like this is like the mischievous spirit. She's in the background like nurturing this thing. The Queen of Cups. She was here earlier. The Queen of Water is the Queen of Cups. And her face is hidden. In this one, she doesn't even have a face. Alright. And this was being mixed up by the security. A drug that makes you forget. But most of all, this is an incredible number of people to die. 69. I'm sure we're going to all find out more as this goes on. Again, I am Cleopatra Wallace. If you found this video interesting, give it a thumbs up. Or you can subscribe to my channel, because who knows what's going to happen next.